Hey guys, I hope that I'm live right now. If you guys are able to listen me properly, as well as there's no issues with the audio or the video, please let me know. Hello everyone, I hope that I'm live right now. If you guys are able to listen me properly, as well as there's no issues with the audio or the video, please let me know. Rhythm Jain sir, I haven't received the Google certificates. The Google certificates, some of them have been sent, some of them have not been sent. It usually takes 2 to 3 days to receive all the certificates. So be please, again, saying to you guys, please be patient. The certificates are going. You have already received the Amazon certificate. You have already received the DevTown certificate. The Google certificate will also be received by you because it takes us 2 to 3 days to send the certificates, right? So please be patient, guys. Again, what will I do with the certificates? I cannot file the certificates and put it up on my resume, right? There's no point of that. So you guys are going to get the certificates. Just be patient with it, right? Okay. Okay, guys, how are you? Is everything fine? Sir, I couldn't understand yesterday's precision topic. What were you not able to understand in that? Could you let me know? Could you let me know in a little bit more depth right over there that what you were not able to understand? Okay. Could you let me know in depth what you were not able to understand so that I'm able to make you understand that? Right? Okay. How was your day, guys? How was your day? Was your day good, great, amazing, awesome? Okay, out of this world. What was this case, guys? What was the case? Please let me know. Why is that 6.9, all the zeros and six coming? So after that, we talked about like memory, right? You are having your father and mother has one like at the end of the day, see, try to understand this. You are having one particular place, right? You are having a particular hole. Okay, you are having one particular placeholder that is 1 point after the decimal, 0.23. Okay, you are having 0.23 right over there, and then you are having the 0.23. You're multiplying the two numbers together. What is the answer that, or you are adding two numbers together? You are multiplying two numbers together right over there. What is happening is that you will only get the answer till two decimal places only in a computer. For example, if you are doing 0.8 multiplied by 0.8, both of them has only one decimal point. So your answer won't be 0.64. Your answer would be zero point 0.6. Your answer will also contain just one decimal point itself. That's it. Okay, that's it. You won't get 0.64. So this is a very big problem called as precision. The precision of your answer is very wrong. So to increase the precision, what did computer scientists do? That when you are saving the number 0.8 inside of a computer, the computer saves it as 0.8, a lot of zeros, and then something at the very end. And then 0.8, a lot of zeros and something at the very end. Now you don't have one decimal point. You don't have 0.8. You have 0.8 something. You have 0.8 something at the very end. So now no matter how many decimal points are, you can go as much as possible. You can go up to two decimal points, three decimal points, 20 decimal points. So depending upon your question, that is the reason why. Now at the very end, like I said, 0.000 something is there at the very end. Now when that is being added again and again or multiplied again and again, that value becomes bigger. That value is now not, you cannot ignore that value. Now that value has some weightage, very little but some weightage, and hence Python shows that at the very end. Okay, is Python case sensitive? I think it. Please elaborate. Of course, yes. We're going to see that when we are going to learn about variables and functions in our today's class. So you don't have to worry about it. Okay. Computer will save 0.8 in binary, not in decimal. Absolutely yes. But that is a figure of speech to make you guys understand how does the computer do the work. Okay. Okay. Okay, so I think so that's it. Oh, yeah. Today I will be giving you guys the particular notes that I promised you guys yesterday. Okay, so you don't have to worry about it. So I'll be giving you guys the Python notes in our today's class. Okay, today what will our major aim be is going to be very simple, very clear, guys. It is going to be to understand. Okay, it is going to be to understand variables and start with functions in Python. Okay, these are very important topics, guys. Are you guys able to listen to me properly? Please let me know. Are you guys able to listen to me properly, guys? Please let me know. Is my voice audible to you guys? Please do let me know. Okay, great. So that will be the aim of today's class, guys. I hope so that everybody will be able to learn it properly. Okay. The next thing that you guys need to understand is going to be pretty simple. Today, please try to understand this. The attendance will be taken up live within the class itself. Okay. The attendance will be taken up live within the class itself, guys. You will not have any time after the class. I'll give you guys 5 minutes to fill up your attendance from today. I'll give you guys 5 minutes to fill up your attendance for today, and the attendance will be given up anywhere in the middle of the class itself. If you miss on the attendance, you will miss on the certificate as well. It's as simple as that. Are you guys clear with it? Please let me know. No issues, Anish Thakur. You can just mark it yes in today's class. Okay. Are you guys able to understand this, guys? Please let me know. You'll get just 5 minutes to fill up your attendance anywhere in the middle of the class. It can be in the first 10 minutes, it can be in the middle of the class, it can be at the end of the class itself. It can be anywhere in the middle of the class. So if you guys are missing out on the attendance, you will miss out on the certificates. It's directly proportional right over there. So let's get started with today's class, guys. Let me share my screen. Okay, give me a second, guys. Let me share my screen with you. And I will be traveling today, guys. So tomorrow I'll be a little bit more tired in tomorrow's class. I'll be traveling to Delhi tonight. So I might be a little bit more tired in my tomorrow's class. I'll try to make sure that I drink some coffee before coming to tomorrow's class. Don't worry about it. Okay. So let me pop out the chat right over here. Okay. Okay, guys. So let's get started with it, guys. Right over here. Yesterday we have learned about some of the basics. Can you do a quick revision, guys? Can we do a quick revision? Can you guys let me know what have we studied in our yesterday's class? Can you guys let me know what have we studied in our yesterday's class, guys? Please let me know. Can you guys let me know what have we studied in our yesterday's class, guys? Please let me know. We studied about type function, data types. Okay, good. What else, guys? The type function, great. What else have we studied? Float and int, okay. Strings, okay. Boolean, okay. Typecasting, we have studied a little bit about it. Okay. What else have we studied, guys, in our yesterday's class? Float, okay. What else? Precision. Okay, that was the answer. So basically, the point was floating point numbers are approximation to the number they represent because of precision. Very good, Kanishka. Very good. Okay, great, guys. So that is what we studied in our yesterday's class. Today we are going to focus on two new topics, guys. That is variables as well as functions. Okay. Now, what are variables, right? Now, this shouldn't be something new to you guys, even though you are not related to programming, you have never done programming, you have not learned none of the programming languages. Even then, variables shouldn't be something that is new to you, because everybody right over here is, according to me, a third standard pass student. Okay, like I hope so many of you guys are graduates or even in colleges or even 12th pass as well. So I am taking that into consideration that you have passed the third standard with like decent marks. You didn't fail in the third standard itself. I hope so. And especially in maths, I guess you shouldn't have failed right over there, right? So in maths as well, you guys must have studied about variables, right? Find the value of x. Usually you shouldn't find any value of x because that was the x. You should focus on your present. But in maths, it's always finding the value of x, right? Finding the value of x, find the value of y. So what were these? These were all variables. What are variables? Think about them as nicknames. Okay, think about them as nicknames. For example, you are able to see my hair, right? So my hair from my childhood itself, it is like this. It looks like shit itself right over there. Okay. So when it looks like shit, it looks like burnt noodles. So my childhood nickname was Jalebi Maggie or just Maggie. Okay. Everybody has a childhood name, right? Everybody when they go to school, usually they will have like one very, very, very bad, derogative, racist, whatever the case is, word that will be associated with them. For me, it was Jalebi, Maggie, or burnt noodles. In a similar manner, you guys must have your own names as well. Now, this nickname, what is this nickname? This nickname refers to a value that is you. Shaurya Rakhi Sinha, that was the value that this nickname was referring to. Am I right or wrong, guys? Please let me know. Guys, let's now focus upon the class. Okay, books, notes, everything, we'll do it at the end of the class, not right now. Let's focus upon the class. Let's focus upon what we are here to learn. I've already promised you to give you guys the books, to give you guys the notes. You don't have to worry about that. Let's now focus upon the class itself. You guys can also put up your own nicknames, whatever was assigned to you when you were in school or college. The college nickname I cannot say, because that would be something that will ban me off YouTube itself. According to me, it is derogative, it is racist, everything. Like, in one particular sentence, people can just butcher up the entirety of the woke culture of students that is there right now, right? So, in the exact same manner, guys, inside of you, so now, what is this nickname? Instead of referring you by Shaurya Rakesh Sinha, I'm referring you by, okay, so now Maggie. Okay, who is Maggie? So Shaurya Rakesh Sinha. Okay, I don't have to use Shaurya Rakesh Sinha again and again. Anybody in my school, if they said Maggie, they knew who they are referring to. They knew that, okay, we are referring to Shaurya Rakesh Sinha only. Now, that is the point with a variable. Variable is nothing else but just a nickname for a certain value. X is equals to 7, just like in maths. What is X? It's a nickname that contains the value 7 inside of it. It's a nickname that contains the value 7 inside of it. Am I right or wrong, guys? Are you guys able to understand this? Please let me know. Am I right or wrong, guys? Are you guys able to understand this? I'm saying that a variable called as X is equals to 7 itself, right? Then what are you saying? Basically, you're saying that, okay, X contains the value 7 inside of it, right? That is what variables are. Instead of using 7 inside of programming, I want to use a nickname for it. I don't want to write 7 or something else again and again. I can just write X instead of that. Now, to create a variable inside of Python, it is absolutely very easy. You just write X is equals to 7. Voila, you have created a variable called as X. As simple as that, guys. In other programming languages, you will have to be like var X is equals to 7, or like int X is equals to 7. Okay, but in Python, like I said, it's very simple. It's just like English. Is it right? X equals to 7. You have created a variable called as X that contains the value 7 inside of it. As simple as that, right? So in the exact same manner right over there, guys, you can use this nickname as well to refer back to 7. For example, print X. So what is happening right over here is that, what does X refer to? X refers to the value contained inside of it, that is 7. So now when I run this, as you're able to see, it will print 7 for us. Right now, I have not connected the Google Colab to the server. So it is basically connecting to the server itself. It will take a minute or two and you will be able to see the 7 on your screens, guys. Okay, so that is basically what variables are. Now, some of the pointers related to variables that you need to know are, there are some rules and regulations related to naming a variable. Now, I don't know if you guys know it or not. This is a very bad thing that has happened today. And being a particular person who is trying to run a company while working at a certain place, I am able to understand that running a company is very difficult. And there's a lot of hardships and challenges that comes up right over there. But recently it came into a picture that a particular CEO of a particular Bangalorean company itself, um, her own child, okay, her own child, like in Goa. So a 4-year-old child itself got by her own mother, who was also the CEO of a particular company. Now, if you think about it, killing somebody is basically against rules, it is against the laws. What happens if I kill somebody? If I kill somebody, I go to jail. I get hanged, I'm dead right over there, right? But what if I take Maggie? Okay, if I take Maggie in a plate and instead of using a spoon or a fork, I just put my mouth inside of the plate and start eating. Will I get jailed for that? Will I be sent and hanged inside for eating Maggie like that? What is the max that can happen? The max that can happen is somebody will see that okay, this person is not a human being, he's an animal. That is all that somebody can do. Okay, he's able to understand. There are two things. There is one, that is rules and regulations. If you don't follow rules and regulations, you get jail, you get hanged. Whereas if you don't do things in a certain manner, which are usually termed as like, okay, a human should do this, a human should have this basic etiquettes, then you'll just be called as an animal. There's nothing more that can be done about it. This is the difference between a rule and a convention. There are two terms right over here, guys. I'm going to explain you guys for the same itself. Okay, rules. If you break the rule, you get errors inside a program. Your code won't work properly. If you break a convention, then you will be called as a noob. Okay, you will be called as a noob. Everybody will be able to understand that you are not a good programmer itself. You don't know anything related to programming if you don't know certain conventions related to programming itself. Are you guys able to understand the meaning behind these two words? Are you guys able to understand the meaning behind these two words, rules and conventions? Are you guys able to understand the meaning behind the two words, guys, rules and conventions, guys? Okay, great. So first we'll look at some rules and regulations related to naming a variable, and then we'll look at some conventions as well, guys. Both are important for us. Okay, let me delete everything from right over here. Now let's assume our particular variable name is red. This is our variable name, guys. Now inside of this variable name, let us divide it into two halves. Okay, the first letter of the variable name, that is the first half of the variable name, guys, and second letter of the variable name, second like half of the variable name. So first half is basically just the first letter of the variable name. The rest of the variable name is the second half of the variable name, guys. Okay, so let's the first letter of a variable name, the first half of a variable name can be small a to small z, capital A to capital Z, or an underscore, guys, or an underscore. These are the three things that can be the first letter of a variable name, guys. Are you guys able to understand this? Please let me know. Are you guys able to understand this? Small a to small z, capital A to capital Z, or an underscore right over there. These are the only things that can be there as the first letter of a variable name. The rest of the variable name can contain small a to small z, capital A to capital Z, 0 to 9. Okay, that is a number as well as an underscore. This is the first rule that you need to remember of naming a variable, guys. Naming a variable. Small a to small z, capital A to capital Z, underscore. And the second half can be small a to small z, capital A to capital Z, underscore, and numbers as well. Now, you cannot contain any kind of special characters throughout your entire variable name. You cannot have dollar or at a rate or hash or ampersand, okay, or star, anything. You cannot have any kind of special characters anywhere inside of your entire variable name itself. Inside of your entire variable name, you cannot have that. Are you guys able to understand this? Please let me know. Are you guys able to understand this, guys? Please let me know. Yes? Awesome. The next thing that you need to understand is you cannot use reserved keywords as a variable name. What do you mean by a reserved keyword? There are certain words that are there that have special meaning to Python. For example, print. Print has a special meaning to Python. Print is a particular function in Python. It has a special meaning in Python. You cannot use print as a variable name, guys. You cannot use print as a variable name because it has a special meaning to Python. These words that have special meaning to Python are called as keywords, guys. You will say that, sir, how to remember all the keywords and everything. Usually the keywords will be highlighted for you in different colors. Nevertheless, the more that you code in Python, the more keywords you will get to know. So it is all based upon your experience itself. You cannot memorize it. Programming is not something that you need to memorize. It is more that you practice, the more that you get to know. The more you fuck around, the more you find out. It's as simple as that. Okay. The next thing that you need to understand right over here is that Python is a case sensitive language. Python is a case sensitive language, guys. What do I mean by that? Basically, it means that for Python, a small a and a capital A are two separate things. They are not one and the same. For example, here small str, capital STR, capital S, capital T, small r, capital S, small t, capital R, small s, capital T, small r, small s, capital T, capital R. All these will be considered as different variable names. All this will be considered as different variable names, guys. Are you guys able to understand this? Please let me know. NCR Army, I know you know a lot. I know you must be working in a very good MNC and not a particular shitty ass person sitting in a black hole of a college where there are no placements, writing inside of your dorm room on YouTube and considering yourself to be a Sigma male itself. So I will suggest, instead of like saying, okay, very time, very slow and very time consuming, my aim is to go slow. For me as well, this is very basic. It's like producing a, like telling a baby to produce a sound from his mouth. But I'm doing it. Why? Because for me, every single student in the class, I have to make sure that everybody is able to understand it. Not everybody is a Sigma male like you that is born with the programming language knowledge, right? Out of the mother's womb, you were born like you were coding right over there. Right now, you are the CEO of Google. Okay, you are my boss, actually, I guess so, right? So, not everybody is like you, right? Others, we need to go slow. Even I need to go slow. Even I need to make sure that everybody is able to understand stuff and everybody is able to reach to a certain point where they can become your boss and they can scold you. Nevertheless, if you still want to learn, you are very welcome to learn in the community. If you don't want to learn, you can leave at any particular point of time. Nobody is putting up you in shackles. I'm not like chaining you up in your dorm room and telling you that, oh, views बढ़ा भाई आके देख इस वीडियो को. नहीं भाई, नहीं चाहिए views. जाओ, जो करना है करो. If you are here, if you want to make sure that you want to learn something, you can be here, you can learn. Or there are other places to learn as well. Go to other channels, go learn right over there. Why do you want to spend your time, waste your time here, right? You're so no issues in that. Okay. Okay. So right over here, guys, all these particular words will be considered as different words for Python. Because for Python, a small s and a capital S, a small t and a capital T, a small r and a capital R will be two different things. Are you guys able to understand this, guys? Please do let me know. Are you guys able to understand this, guys? Please let me know. Yes? Okay, great. Awesome, guys. Did I forget anything about these things? I don't think so, but okay, if something comes to my mind, I will let it come back. Okay, the next thing that you guys need to understand is you cannot have spaces in between a variable name. It cannot be, for example, AR space TZ, TC. This is not a valid variable name. Huh? There shouldn't be any space right over there, guys. If you want to put some space, you can use an underscore right over here, TC. That is fine. Okay. Tell me, is this a valid variable name? Tell me, is this a valid variable name or not, guys? Please let me know. Tell me, is this a valid variable name or not, guys? Please let me know. And if you're saying yes, tell me why yes. If you're saying no, tell me why no, guys. Okay, the reason should be very clear. It shouldn't be like, hey, wo bola no, hum bhi bolenge no. Like if he said no, I will also say the exact same thing. The more important thing is to understand the concept, right? It is not a valid variable name because guys, because it starts with a number. You cannot start with a number. The first letter can only be small a to small z, capital A to capital Z, or an underscore right over there, guys. Okay, very good. Now, this is what we call as rules of naming a variable. If you don't follow these rules, you will get errors in your code. Okay, you will get syntax errors. What is syntax? Grammar or programming. It's called as syntax. You'll get syntax error in your code, guys. That is not good for anybody right over here. Now let's come to convention. Okay, if you break the convention, you're not going to get any kind of errors. Just that when you send your code to a particular person like me, I will look at that code and I will say noob. Okay, that is all that is going to happen, and that is not good as well. Okay, that is also not good because we are learning this not for fun, but we are learning this to get a job. If we're learning this for fun as well, still it's good to make sure that conventions are being followed right over there, right? Okay, so let's try to understand this, guys. Some of the basic conventions that are there. The first convention that basically states is very simple, that your variable name should be short but descriptive. Short but descriptive, guys. Now, what does that mean? Okay, short basically means X. But what is X? Is X your father? Is X apple? Is X number of moons of Jupiter? Is X number of planets in the Milky Way? Is X the number of ants living under the sweet that I left here in the night? Okay. Is X the number of pets that I have? What is X? How can I know? It is short. There's no issues in that. But what is this? Descriptive. Okay. Descriptive. Let's see. Height underscore of underscore the underscore tree. I am able to see that, okay, this is the height of the tree. This variable contains the height of the tree itself. But this is way too long. This is not a very short variable name. This is way too long of a variable name itself. Right? This is way too long for a variable name. It needs to be short, but not too short. Okay, that it is not able to understand. That like you are not able to understand what is the meaning of this variable. It should not be too long that you are able to understand the meaning of the variable, but it is way too long for being a variable name itself. So, how should we create a variable name? For example, if you want to create a variable name for height of a tree itself, now if your entire application, there is only one particular application is based around a tree. Okay, the application is just based around a tree itself, then the right particular variable name will be just height. The right variable name will be just height, guys, just height. Why? Because the entire application is based around the tree, so there is nothing else to be having like, okay, this is going to be the height of a human. No, that entire application is based around a tree, so the height is of the tree itself. It is understood right over there. But maybe the particular application is based off multiple different things. There's trees, there are plants, there are bushes. Okay, so there are multiple different fauna right over there. So in that particular case, the correct variable name will be HEIGST, height underscore tree. That will be the right variable name. So again, guys, this particular convention is based upon your own standard, like how you define what should be a correct variable name. In different cases, it can be different. It is not necessary to be like, okay, it should be height underscore tree itself. It can be anything. It depends upon how you're creating the entire code. But usually you should avoid using something like X, or you should avoid using something like height underscore of underscore the underscore tree. These are very wrong, because these are either it is way too short or way too long. Okay, that is not good for you guys. Are you guys able to understand this? Please let me know. Yeah, that's a valid variable name. Collector underscore blah 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 blah. That's a valid variable name. Why do you have a doubt in that? Just look at the rules and use that to understand it, right? Okay, great. So this is what is called as a convention, guys. Again, it's totally fine. There's no issues in that. The second convention usually states that Python is a case sensitive language, as well as it's a camel language. Okay, camel casing. That is what we call it as snake case. Sorry, not camel case. Camel case is with Java. So Python is also called as the snake case. I don't think so. There is any reason for me to make you guys understand why snake. Okay, that is the particular concept. Okay, why is that the particular like convention right over there? Because Python snake, so Python snake case itself. Snake case basically means that all the letters of your variable name should be small letters. You shouldn't use capital letters anywhere in a variable name inside of Python. Again, you can use, the rule says that you can use capital letters, but you shouldn't use capital letters. Please try to understand this. Please try to understand this. The convention states that you shouldn't use it, but you can. Okay. So basically, it means snake case basically means that there should be no capital letters in your variable names, and words should be separated by underscores. For example, HEIGST, height underscore tree. So there are two words. Okay, my underscore variable. Okay, this underscore that. So whatever words are there, everything should be small letters and should be separated by underscores right over there, guys. And that is the reason why we call it as a snake case, because everything is small and like a snake, it is connected right over there. So we call it as snake case, and that is what has been assigned to Python right over there. So again, this is a convention. Again, if you're not following convention, you're not going to get any errors in your code. Just that people will say that you don't know programming. Okay, just keep that in mind. Okay, so basics of variables I've taught to you guys, just the basics. That should be more than fine for you guys. Now we'll go back to functions. Okay, functions are very important right over there, guys. And understanding and executing upon functions is also very important. Now, I don't think so you guys will face any problems understanding functions, because I know you guys are way too smart. Okay, so let me give you guys an example to make you guys understand about functions. Let's say you came to my house. Yeah, I know this is an example that I've previously used as well for most of the students that have attended the JavaScript and React.js bootcamp. Okay, so yeah, this is a repetitive example, but that is the only one that is coming to my head right now. Or else, hmm, let's use another example. How many of you guys watch anime? How many of you guys watch anime, guys? Anybody anime fan? Okay, or am I the only like nerd right over here? Anybody who watches anime right over there, guys? Anime. One Piece, okay. Anime fan, Tabayo, okay. The big three, Go, okay, good. Animes, cartoons. See, I might not push anybody out from the live chat even if he's abusing me, but if you say anime is a cartoon, I might remove you from the class. Okay, so let's take that as an example. Here I'm having Goku with me, or let's take Naruto. Should we take Naruto or should we take Goku? Let's take Goku itself for a very long period of time. Okay, let's take Goku. Okay, I'll tell you about him. Goku is an extraterrestrial being. Okay, what are the things that he can do for you? He can, whenever you're stuck at any particular point of time, you are facing against a particular monster or somebody's attacking you and you need some help right over there, then Goku can come and help you guys out, and he can destroy that particular alien and save you right over there. He has multiple different zones that are there. Okay, so he can turn into, so for example, this is the Ultra Instincts particular mode and something like that. So now I've told you what can Goku do for you. Okay, Goku can hit a particular person, punch a particular person, kill a particular, no, not to kill, but like, yeah, destroy a particular person. And his main job is to save you at the end of the day. Okay, that is what Goku's job is. Now that I've told you guys about him, that okay, this is what this Goku can do for you. Now let's assume you are sitting like somewhere, you're traveling at some particular point of time, and Deadpool shows up. Okay, he's an anti-hero. Okay, so it's fine to make him the villain. He shows up, and just like for a joke, he starts beating the crap out of you. That is what is happening. Okay, so he starts beating the crap out of you right over there. So what you can do? I've told you everything about Goku, right? I've told you everything about Goku right over there. So what will you do? You want somebody to come and help you, save you from that particular point. So what you'll do? You will call Goku. You will call Goku. Goku, come and help me. Whatever function, whatever functionalities that you have, okay, whatever things that you can do for me, come and fight against this monster and save me from right over here. That is when Goku will come, he will help you out. And that is the basic concept of functions. Okay. Basically, functions are just like variables, but for code. In variables, you are saving some value inside of a particular like nickname, right? Functions store code inside of that nickname. Just storing just a particular like value, it stores code inside of that. So right over here, let's assume that Goku is the function. That function will then define what are the things that Goku can do for you. They will then explain inside of the function itself, they will then explain right over there that what are the different things that Goku can do for you right over there, guys. And then whenever you require that help, whenever you require that help, you will call the function, you will call Goku, and he will do all the things that has been mentioned right over there. Are you guys able to understand this? We'll look at this from a particular coding standpoint as well. You don't have to worry about it. But are you guys able to understand this, guys? Please do let me know. Okay, so let's try to create a function inside of Python as well. Let's try to create a function inside of Python. Creating a function inside of Python is super simple, guys. Super simple. Let's do that for you guys right now. So you write def. First, we are defining. Okay, what is the function name? Okay, we are defining what is the function name. Let's see that it's Goku. Okay, that's our function name. Then we put up parenthesis. We'll learn what is the use of this parenthesis, why is it there. Okay, and then colon at the very end. Okay, we are defining def basically means define. Then the name of the particular function, that is Goku. Okay, and then after that we are having a parenthesis. What is the use of that parenthesis? We will be understanding about that very soon. You don't have to worry about that. And then a colon at the very end, guys. Then we'll go into the next line, and this is where we'll start writing our code. What is the code that should be contained inside of this particular function called as Goku? What is the code that should be contained? What does this particular variable name contain inside of it? So let's just put a basic print statement, guys. Print, and then we'll print. Let's see, what should we print, guys? Hi, this is Goku. Okay, as simple as that. So this function, okay, is this a user defined function? Absolutely yes, this is a user defined function right over here. For example, print is also a function. Okay, type is also a function, but these are inbuilt functions. You didn't have to define it. By somebody who created Python, they created the print statement for you. They created the particular type function for you. Now you're just calling them. You're just using them. That is called as an inbuilt function. Print and type is called as an inbuilt function. Why inbuilt? Because it is already there inside of Python. You don't need to define it. Here, what we are doing is we are creating our own function. We are creating our own function. We are defining the function and then we are going to use it. This is called as a user-defined function, guys. This is called as a user-defined function. Are you guys able to understand this? Please let me know. Sundar, the certificates will be released by today itself. Okay, don't worry about it. Okay, so now that we have created the function, let us run this. Okay, let us now call that function. Now, as you're able to see, running this particular thing is not going to help us. That is just defining the function. That is basically you telling Python what can Goku do for people. Okay, it's basically you telling Python what can Goku do for people itself. But if you want to use that function, if you want to get the help of Goku right over there, then you will have to call Goku. Calling Goku is going to be very simple. Just write Goku and then parenthesis. Again, I will be explaining what is the use of that parenthesis. You don't have to worry about it. Okay, you don't have to worry about it. We will be understanding what we have to, like, why is that parenthesis there. Now, when we run this particular code, as you're able to see, we'll get, hi, this is Goku printed on our screen. Hi, this is Goku printed on our screen, guys. It's as simple as that. Now, let's come back to the parenthesis. Let's assume that Goku will only help you if you have sensu beans. There's something called as sensu beans. If Goku eats that sensu beans, only then he will be able to help you. So there is some requirement by Goku so that he is able to help you right over there. Are you guys able to understand this? Let's assume that Goku requires your name. Without your name, Goku is not going to help you. Without your name, Goku is not going to help you, guys. How would you do it? So you need to provide Goku. So when you're calling Goku, you need to provide him with your name as well. Only then he will be able to help you. Are you guys able to understand this? Are you guys able to understand this, guys? So when you are calling Goku, you need to provide him with your name. Then only he will be able to help you. Now, because we have already said that Goku requires your name, so we need to put up in the description of Goku as well. When you're creating Goku, we need to tell that, okay, this Goku will only work if you're putting your name right over there. If you don't give your name, we'll not be able to help you. If you don't give us your name, we will not be able to help you. So here, while defining Goku, while telling that, okay, what Goku can do, how Goku can help you, I have to specify there as well that without the name, he will not help you. So inside this parenthesis, we'll put up the term name right over here. That if you don't give us your name, we will not be able to help you right over there, guys. Are you guys able to understand this? Please let me know. So without giving name, Goku will not be able to help you. For example, and you can use this name anywhere in your code as well. This name, this data point that is coming to you, the name of the user, you can use it anywhere inside of your code. For example, here, let me put it up as this, plus name, plus, and then, let me put up a space. So I will explain what I've done here, guys. This is called as concatenation. I'll explain that in a minute, guys. Do not worry about it. So what I've done is that I have used the name. I've used the name inside of a code. Whatever name is going to be provided to Goku, okay, I've used that inside of a code right over here, guys. I'll explain what is this. This is called as concatenation. Give me a minute. Do not worry about it. So now when I go and call Goku, now if I go and call Goku without putting up the name, Goku will not be able to help me. As you're able to see, we'll get an error, type error. Okay, Goku missing one required positional argument name. Without providing the name, I will not be able to help you, Goku has said. So we'll provide Goku with our name, guys. We'll provide Goku with our name. So we'll provide Goku with our name, guys. So Shaurya. Okay, we'll provide him with our name. And then we'll run this. As you're able to see, we're getting hi Shaurya. This is Goku. We're getting hi Shaurya. This is Goku. Are you guys able to understand this? Anupama CV, what is the use of Python? What is the use of your phone? What is the use of your computer? What is the use of a TV? Why don't you go and live in the Stone Age? Like, don't you think about that? Everything that is going around you is made using programming, and Python is one of the best programming languages in the entire world. The second most used, the second most popular, second most in demand programming language in the entire world. None of the electronics that you actually use on your daily life would be possible. Even YouTube, even your Netflix, Instagram, whatever you are using won't be possible without Python. So that is what is the use of Python. Okay. Okay. So next thing that we are going to learn is what is this particular concatenation? What did I do right over here? Now, what does the particular name? What does name contain inside of it? Can somebody let me know? What does name contain inside of it, guys? Can somebody let me know? What does name contain inside of it? What is the value contained inside of name, guys? Please let me know. Murnali, try it out. That is where typecasting comes into place. Try it out. Let me know. String, right? So Shaurya is contained inside of name. Name ke andar, in the name itself, you are containing the value contained inside of it is Shaurya. What is Shaurya? It is a string right over there, right? Now when you add two numbers, so 5 plus 7. 5 plus 7. What is 5 plus 7? It is 12, right? You will get 12 on your screen. But what about if you try to add two strings together? It makes no sense, right? Adding two strings together, it's not like, okay, 6 plus Shaurya plus Sinha is equals to 13. That does not work like that, right? It makes no sense. That is what is called as concatenation, guys. So if I try to add two strings together, let's assume hello, and then I will add world to it. Now, when I'm trying to add two strings together, it will just attach them into one single string. That's it. That is what concatenation is. From two strings, it will become just one string. Okay, right over here, hello world will just become one string. I can concatenate as many strings as I want. Okay, for example, I'll concatenate a space as well in the between. Okay, I'll concatenate a space as well in the between right over here. So what will happen, guys? What will happen? We'll put up hello space world right with it. It will form one single string right over there. That is what is called as concatenation. Now this name contains nothing else but the input right over here. That is Shaurya, and that is what we did. So when we will start artificial intelligence and creation of our project Tic-Tac-Toe, Utkarsh, I know you know program Python, but not every student does. So first we'll cover up the basics of Python, just enough so that we are able to start with AI. So that is basically dependent upon the pace that the class is going on. Maybe tomorrow, maybe tomorrow, the second half of tomorrow's class, we'll start with AI. Okay. Okay. So are you guys able to understand this concatenation, guys? Please let me know. Are you guys able to understand this concatenation, guys? Please let me know. No, Sanjana, you don't need to declare any kind of variable name or something like that. Okay. Are you guys able to understand this, guys? Please let me know. Yes, no, what is the scenario? Great, awesome, guys, awesome. The next thing that we need to understand right now is what are these. Okay, what are the technical terms for these name and shaurya right over here? Okay, so these are called as parameters and arguments, guys. These are called as parameters and arguments. Okay, what do you mean by that? So this is what is called as, now it's the same as you asking me why is my name shaurya. I don't know. Okay, that is the name, that is the name given to me, and that is how you need to remember my name, that is shaurya. In the exact same manner, when you're defining the function, when you're defining the function, whatever you put inside of this parenthesis is called as a parameter. Okay, whatever you put inside of a particular parenthesis while defining, while creating a function, is called as a parameter right over there. Whereas when you're calling the function, whatever you put in between that parenthesis is called as an argument. Now, why is that the case? I don't know. Ask Guido van Rossum. I think so. He was the one who created Python. I don't know if he's dead or alive. I hope so. He's alive, but I don't know. Okay, why he named it like that? But yes, this is called as a, and in every single programming language is the exact same thing. When you're defining a function, you call it as a parameter. When you're calling a function, it is called as an argument. It's as simple as that. Now, what if I want to have multiple parameters to be taken in? I want the name. I also want the age. Okay. I want the name. I want the age as well. Okay. Now, this will change this. Your ages. Now, here you will see something. Okay, let me show you guys this. Let's put up 26 right over here. Okay, so right over here, what I've done is I've given now how to remember that. Okay, this is a very important thing as well. Many people ask me this, that how to remember what is called as a parameter and what is called as an argument. So always remember the short trick, guys. DPCA. Okay, DP and CA. When you are declaring a function, you call it as a parameter. When you're calling a function, you call it as an argument. So DP and CA. Always remember it like that. It will be very easy for you guys to remember it. It's as simple as that. Shivam Sharma, I don't understand what is. Explain it one more time. If you just want me to repeat something, just scroll the video back, listen to me once again. That is all that I can say. If you're not able to understand something, you have to exactly tell me what you're not able to understand. Okay? And why you were not able to understand that. Both. What about semicolon in Python? You don't put that at any particular point of time. Okay. DPCA, guys. That's it. When you're declaring a function, parameter, we're calling a function, argument, guys. So the next thing that we will be doing right over here is we are taking in the age as well as the name as an parameter, guys. Same. We are taking up the shaurya and 26 as an argument. If I run this, as you're able to see, we're getting type error. We're getting can concatenate string, not into string. Now, please try to understand this. This 26 is an integer. This 26 is an integer right over there. So age is also an integer. What is this? This entire thing is a string. This entire thing is a string, guys. This is an integer. You're trying to concatenate a string with an integer. That is something that you cannot do. That is something that you cannot do. If you want to do this, you have to explicitly typecast the integer into a string. You have to explicitly typecast the integer into a string. And to do that, just put it up inside a parenthesis and just write str in front of it. Just like how we learned about typecasting a particular into a float or a float to an int. Similar to that, this integer, age as an integer, that is 26. If you want to change it into a string, just write str in front of it. All your problems will be solved. We will run this. As you're able to see, now we should be able to get, hi Shaurya, your age is 26. So this is where we have used explicit typecasting, guys. This is where we have used explicit typecasting. What about curly braces? Again, guys, every programming language is different. I know you have learned a particular programming language. Now you're fucking confused. It's the same. If you're learning Hindi and you're then starting to learn French, things are going to be different right over there. It's not important that all the programming language looks the same. I will suggest you to go and check out Pikachu as a programming language. The entire language is Pika, 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 Pika. There's nothing else in the entire language. You go and check up brainfuck right over there. That language is just a brainfuck itself. So every programming language is very different, guys. Okay. The next thing that we'll do is, so we have put up two particular parameter. What if I don't give the second parameter? What do you think will happen, guys? If I don't give the second parameter, guys, the definition of the function states that you need a name and the age for this function. But I am given only the name itself. What will happen according to you? What will happen according to you guys? Error, right? Yes, absolutely yes, guys. If I try to run this, will give me an error. Type error. Goku missing one required positional argument age. Okay. Goku missing one required positional argument, that is age, guys. So yes, absolutely right, guys. It will give me an error. But what if I want that, okay, the age can be a default age as well. Okay. By default, my age can be 18. So if I put this, so default age, if somebody does not provide me with the argument, there should be some default value right over there. I shouldn't get an error. If your code is getting an error right over there, that means it is not working right. So we need to make sure that we have to avoid getting errors right over there, guys. So what I've done right now is that I've provided the age with a default value. So now if I try to run this, I've still not provided the age, guys. I still not have provided it with the age. What do you think will happen right now? What do you think will happen right now, guys? I put up age equals to 18. I've set up the default value of age as 18, guys. What do you think will happen? Somebody saying error will happen. Somebody saying something else will happen. Okay. Nothing will happen. Everything will work absolutely fine. Let us run this. Everything will work absolutely fine. Invalid syntax. Oh, I've put up a line right over there. I don't know how. Everything will work absolutely fine, guys, because now the default value of age will be considered as 18. The default value of age will be considered as 18, guys, and hence that is what we are getting right over here as well. What if I provide another age right over here? If I provide 26, what do you think will happen? Will 18 get printed out or will 26 get printed out, guys? Please let me know. Will 18 get printed out or will 26 get printed out, guys? Please let me know, guys. 26 will show up. Why? Because this is default. If the particular person using the function, calling the function, hasn't provided any data, only then 18 will be set. Otherwise, whatever data has been provided, that is the data that we are going to carry forward with. So if I try to run this, 26 will be printed out on our screen, guys. Okay? 26 will be printed out on our screen. This is what is called as a default. Okay, default parameter itself. Are you guys able to understand this? Please let me know. Okay, now we have to learn about two more things, guys. Two important things right over here. There's a lists and for loops. Okay, these are two important things. Okay, that everybody should be knowing. Okay, I'll teach you guys that as well. Because on top of that, I will then explain you guys a very interesting problem statement and related to functions. And I hope so that you guys will love that. Okay, so data structures. Data structures basically means there are, think about it, there are various different data all around you, right? Some is a square data, somebody is a circle data, somebody is a rectangle data, somebody is a trapezoid data, somebody is a triangle data. Okay, various different shapes are there all around you. If you want to carry these shapes from one particular point to another, what do you need? If you want to carry these shapes from one particular point to another, what do you need, guys? Please let me know. We have different shapes all around us. Different shapes, guys. I'm not even talking about programming anymore. We are having different shapes all around us, guys. Okay, circle, a particular rectangle, a particular cylinder. Okay, shapes are there around you. You have to carry it from one place to another. What do you need? A box, a bucket, a container, right? What will you do with that container? You will organize and store that shapes inside of that container, and then you will take it from one particular point to another, right? That is what data structures is. You have different data all around you, you want to organize them, you want to contain them. Hence, you have created something called as a data structure, which contains this data, stores this data, organizes this data, and takes like helps you carry it from one particular point to another. That is what is data structures, guys. The most easiest, the most basic, and the most popular, widely used data structures in Python is called as lists. It is very similar to arrays, so you might get confused with it if you have learned another programming language, but it is called as lists, guys. A concept of a list is very simple. You can contain any data inside of it. It's as simple as that. It's as simple as that, guys. You can contain any data inside of it. So let us create our very own first, okay, first programming list, guys. Let us create that. Let us call it as the marvels. Okay, Marvel. And we'll so creating a list is very simple. You just put up a rectangular brackets, and then you start putting up objects inside of it. Okay, whatever data you want to contain inside of it, just put it up right over there. Let's assume we put up Iron Man. Okay, we put up Hulk. We put up, let's see, what should we put up right over here? Uh, let us put up Black. Captain America. Yeah, three should be more than fine for us, right? So here I've created a list. This list contains three objects inside of it. This list contains three objects inside of it: Iron Man, Hulk, Captain America. Now, please try to understand this. The best part about a list is it can contain anything inside of it. It does not matter. You can have the same list with other lists. Okay, each object of these can be another list as well. Some of them might be a particular number, a particular integer, a float, a boolean value. All of them together in one list as well is totally fine. Lists don't give a fuck. That is one of the best parts about a list. This is like जो डालना है डाल दे, मैं रख लेगा. Okay. So again, every data type has the data structure has its own functionalities. But the best type of about the list is that it can contain anything inside of it. But for this example, a basic example itself, we are putting up Iron Man, Hulk, and Captain America inside of this list right over here. Now, how to access these objects, right? I've created a list called as Marvel. How to access these objects? Let's try to understand that, okay? So we'll think about this as a particular society. Where is my pen? So we have created a Marvel list, Marvel, Marvel. Okay, Iron Man, Captain America, and I think so Hulk was here. Okay, so this is our list. Think about this. Okay, think about this as a particular society. Okay, this is society. This is our road, guys. That is a very bad road. So this is the road right over here. And these are our houses. This is our particular society called as the Marvel Society. The Marvel Society, guys. In the first house, Iron Man is living. Okay. In the first house, Iron Man is living. In the second house, Hulk is living. Okay, in the second house, Hulk is living right over here. Okay. What is the difference between list and array? There is no array in Python. There is a list in Python. So as simple as that. That is the basic understanding between a list and an array. Arrays don't exist in Python. List exists in Python. And then you are having Captain America at the last house. Now, whenever there is a house, I cannot say na if I want to send you a particular. Let's assume I want to send some easy name Bala. I want to send Bala a particular like T-shirt from DevTown. Okay, so I can't just go to a post office and say that okay, just send Bala a particular T-shirt itself. They will just beat the shit out of me right up there. They will need the address of that particular person. What is his house number? What is the road number? What is the society name itself? Where, which state, which country? Where is this particular person located? Where is this particular person located right over there? Again, guys, this is just an example. I'm not programming right over here. So don't put commas, that is up to you guys. If you are able to understand, it's fine. If you are focusing on these things, this is not the class for that. Okay. So right over here, guys, we require the house number. Now, Python is a zeroth index language. Python is a zeroth index language, guys. What does that mean? Instead of Python, Python starts counting or numbering something from zero. Python starts numbering or counting something from zero itself. Okay, are you guys able to understand this? Please let me know. So for Python, whenever he's naming the houses, okay, numbering the houses, he'll be numbering it as 0, 1, and 2. This is what he will be numbering it as. So in the same way, inside of the list as well, he will be numbering this as 0, 1, and 2. This is how he will be numbering it as. Now, if I want to get the access to this particular object, I want to get Hulk from the list itself. So what is the name of that? So how can I get, like, in which house does Hulk live? If I ask you this particular question, in which house does Hulk live? How would you tell me? Where does Hulk live, guys? He lives inside of a particular society called as Marvel. Inside of the house numbered indexed as 1. Are you guys able to understand this? Please let me know. He lives in a particular society called as Marvel. Inside of the house indexed as 1, this particular line of code will get you the value that is Hulk present inside of the house. That is how you use indexes to reach out to a particular value from a list, guys. As simple as that. Again, I'm not going into a lot of depth inside of list. This is not the particular bootcamp for that. We'll have a bootcamp on Python. I'll provide you guys the notes related to Python, wherein you can go in depth related to this list and understand everything about it. Right now, my job is to make you guys understand the basics of list so that we are able to move on to the project. Okay, our main aim is the project itself. Okay, so right over here, guys, if we do the exact same thing, if I want to get Hulk from right over there, print Marvel and then 1. Let me run this, and as we are able to see, we are going to get Hulk printed on our screen. Getting Hulk printed on our screen, guys. What if I want to print all? I want to print Iron Man, I want to print Hulk, I want to print Captain America, all of them on my screen. I want to print Iron Man, I want to print Hulk, I want to print Captain America, all 3 of them on my screen itself. For that, Python has created a very beautiful thing called as the for loop. Okay, Python has created a very beautiful thing called as a for loop, guys. What does for loop do? So here for our example, for loop will iterate over the entire list. For loop will do one particular stuff again and again and again. That is what for loop does. Okay, if I tell that, okay, do this for the rest of your life. Open it, close it, open it, close it, open it, close it. Do it for 50 times. That is what for loop will do. It will sit there, open it, close it, open it, close it for 50 times. That is what will be the job of for loop. So whatever you define right over there, that, okay, do this for this many number of times. That is what for loop will do for you. Are you guys able to understand this? Please let me know. Are you guys able to understand this, guys? Please let me know. Yes. So let us do that, guys. Here, what do we want? We want for every object present, for hero present inside of Marvel, print hero. Again, guys, Python is a little bit different than the other programming language that you have learned about. We want to print all the particular items, objects present inside of our like this list itself. So what I've done is for every hero that is present inside of the list called as Marvel, for every hero present inside of the list called as Marvel, print all the heroes. Print all the heroes. So what will happen right over here is that hero will enter into the list. He will see the first particular object is Iron Man. Iron Man will be assigned to hero, and Iron Man will be then printed out. Okay, Iron Man will then be printed out. Then Iron will again go. The hero will again go inside of the list. Okay, we'll go to the next particular object, that is Hulk. Hulk will get assigned to hero. Then Hulk will come right over here. What do we want? We want to print Hulk right over there. And then we are having Captain America. Okay, will like then hero will then be assigned Captain America inside of it. They'll just print Captain America right over there. So if we run this, as you're able to see right over here, we're getting Iron Man, Hulk, and Captain America. Now we will go in depth inside of for loops a little bit. We'll learn about range. We'll learn about how to use for loops properly as well. Today the time is not there a lot. Okay, so we'll stop right over here itself. Tomorrow the first half will cover up for loops. We'll also cover up a very interesting concept and a very important interview question as well for Python. That I think so that you should be knowing about it. You should know about it if you're preparing. And for those students who are telling me that this is very basics and we already know about that, that's great. The question is pretty simple. I don't know how many numbers a particular user is going to give as an input to that function. Create a function. The user can give 5 numbers, 10 numbers, 20 numbers, 50 numbers, take all of them as an argument itself and provide the sum of all those numbers. You don't know how many numbers that user can provide to you. Are you guys able to understand this question? Please do let me know. For those who already know programming, for those who already know Python, okay, some of those guys, this is a very important interview question. If you know the answer for this, you are in the safe zone. If you know the answer for this particular question, you are in the safe zone. If you don't know the answer for this, you're fucked very badly, because this is a very basic interview question asked in almost every single low-paying interviews. High-paying interviews, man, they expect you to know this. Okay, they will ask much more higher questions itself. But for low-paying interviews, like anywhere between 10 to 12 lakhs and anything less than that as well, this is a very important interview question. The question is very simple. Create a function. Again, I'm not saying create a for loop. I'm saying create a function that can take up as many number as possible. It can take up 2 numbers. That is dependent upon the user. The user defines how many number he wants to give to that particular function. He can give 2 numbers, 3 numbers, 5 numbers, 10 numbers, 20 numbers as well. You don't know what numbers these are. That function should be able to provide the sum of all those numbers. For example, let's call this function as let's call this function as Shaurya or interview. Okay, this is the function name, interview. If I put interview 1, 2, it should give me 3 as an answer. If I put interview 1, 2, 3, it should give me 6 as an answer. If I put interview 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, they should add all those number up and give me the answer, guys. Are you guys able to understand this? Please let me know. And whatever we have learned up till now, only one new thing is going to be added to that. It's going to use lists. We're going to use for loops. Okay, we are going to use one new concept inside of function. That's it. That's all that will be required to create this, like the answer to this question. It is going to be super simple for us. Once we do that, then we'll go towards what is return inside of a function itself. That is the last topic that we'll do. And then we'll immediately start with AI. We will not spend any more time on Python. Any new topic that is coming up for us, okay, any new Python topic that comes up while programming, I'll explain it to you guys right over there. So you don't have to worry about it. I'll make sure that you guys are able to understand each and every line of code. Okay, are you guys able to understand this? Please let me know. Okay, now comes notes and books. Okay, so first of all, let me give you guys the notes. Okay, so GitHub. Okay, I'm not signed in. Oh, this is not my account. Okay. Why is this logged in here? Nevertheless, I'll just search for it. Let me find the notes for you guys. Okay, yeah. So this is the notes that I've created for you guys. It is covering up Python notes in like for 13, 14 days itself. So day-wise notes I've created for you guys. Each of these notes are basically everything explained with examples, with code. Everything is right over there. So what you can do is, once I opened up a particular notes, let's assume I'm on day 1, data type and operators. Okay, I'm on this particular notes itself. Just click on the URL. Just click on the URL, copy the URL from right over there, copy the URL from right over there. Okay, open up code collab. Okay, open up collab, guys. Open up collab right over here. Go to GitHub. Okay, go to GitHub. Example, recent Google Drive, GitHub, guys. Go to GitHub right over here, guys. Paste the link right over here. Paste the link right over here and click on search. Click on search. It will open up the entire notes for you inside of Google Colab. As you're able to see each and every line, whatever you need to understand from the basics of Python, with examples, with some small tasks for you guys to do it. Okay, everything has been done for you guys. Guys, the classes is of 90 minutes long at the bare minimum. I know you guys are all tatpar, okay, for attendance. I don't give a shit about it. I will still take up the class for as long as I want, because I'm doing it like I'm not like you guys are not paying me for it. You guys want to stay for the class, you can definitely stay, you can learn. Don't want to stay, you can definitely leave. I know most of you guys are just for the attendance, and I'm guaranteeing it to you guys that the attendance has been created in such a way that if you fill up 100% of the attendance, on one day I'm just going to take up a random quiz. And that quiz will be, for example, which example did I use to explain to you guys what is lists. I'll give 5 different examples right over there. If you don't put up the right answer, that means that you have lost your certificate. Why? Because you didn't pay attention to the class. You didn't pay attention. Why do you deserve the certificates? You have just wasted your entire time. So if you're there in the class, listen to the class properly, because you don't know which particular part is going to be important for you. Okay, I don't care. If you add 20, 30 certificates on your resume does not add any weightage to you getting any jobs. Nothing. Only your knowledge does. I had multiple certificates that I had. I paid 1.5 lakh rupees for a certification exam, not even a course, a certification exam itself. And nobody even saw that certificate throughout my entire history of all the jobs that I've done. I've worked in Google. I've worked in various different companies. I've worked for various different companies as well. Right now, I'm hiring for different companies. Nobody gives a shit about certificates. What they give a shit about is your projects, is your knowledge, is your skill set. You have it. You are most welcome into the company. You don't have it. Fucking nobody's going to hire you. Nobody. It's as simple as that. Okay, I'm going to give you guys this notes. Okay, as you're able to see, this is where you guys can go through the questions. You guys can go through the entire thing. What are variables, examples, multiple assignment operators? Everything I've covered in this. Everything. Okay, whatever you need to understand, I've covered in that. And not just this, there are multiple different notes, guys. Okay, this is just the day 1 right over there. You're having data types and operators, control flow, functions in Python, NumPy, Pandas, Matplotlib, Seaborn. Okay, some projects are there, small projects. The projects aren't that great. Okay, then you're having your scripting. So all these different things are there, guys. You guys can definitely check them out. I'll provide you guys with the link to the notes right over here. Control C. And the notes, I'll put it up in the description of the video. Will that be fine? Notes, I'll provide it in the description of the video, guys. Will that be fine? Okay. So I've added the notes in the description of the video itself, guys. If you're still not able to see the particular link, okay, just refresh or reload the attendance, guys. Just refresh or reload the attendance. You guys can connect with me as well as with Ashish. So we are the founders of DevTown, guys. As you're able to see, both our LinkedIn as well as our Instagram links for both me and Ashish are down in the description of the video. You guys can definitely reach out to us. We will be more than thrilled to connect with you guys. You guys can connect with our company, that is DevTown, as well on both LinkedIn as well as on Instagram, guys. We'll be thrilled to connect with you guys. Okay. So the particular link for the notes is down in the description of the video. If you're not able to see that, refresh or reload the attendance. Okay. Okay, after the attendance, whatever questions you guys are having related to your particular which books do you want to study from, I'll help you guys out with that as well. Do not worry about it. First, I'll set the attendance. Please do remember this, guys. From tomorrow onwards, the attendance will be taken up 3 times or 2 times within the class. One attendance will be in the first 10 minutes to 15 minutes of the class. If you guys are skipping out on the attendance, you guys will not be able to get your certificates. Are you guys able to understand this or not? Many of you guys joined very late in today's class. I'm being very clear with it. In our tomorrow's class, I'll be starting to take up the attendance in the first 10 to 15 minutes of our class itself. If you guys are not able to fill up the attendance, your certificate will be gone. Today as well, you guys will be getting only 5 minutes. Only 5 minutes to fill up your attendance. After that, the attendance link will be closed. After that, the attendance link will be closed, guys. Will not be taking up any more attendance after that. Missing up one attendance throughout the entire 7 days is fine. We'll take care of it. We'll still give you guys the certificates. We understand that. But if you miss more than one attendance, that means you're not serious about the class, you're not attending the classes properly, will not give you guys the attendance, like the certificates. Again, reminding you guys, attendance will only be open up for just 5 minutes every single day to fill up. Once I show it to you guys, from tomorrow's class, we will be taking up the attendance in the first 10 to 15 minutes of the class. If you're not present within the class, you will just miss out on the certificate. There is nothing I can do about it. Are you guys able to understand this or not, guys? Please do let me know. Are you guys able to understand this or not, guys? Please do let me know. If the attendance link is not working for you, refresh or reload the attendance. 5 minutes is more than sufficient to fill up your attendance. If the attendance link, like you are getting a traffic error or something, refresh or reload the attendance, guys. That is more than sufficient for you guys. Okay. I have started to provide the attendance link in the live chat, guys. Please start filling up the attendance link. I've started to provide the attendance link in the live chat, guys. Please start filling up the attendance link. The attendance link will be closed exactly at 9:39. The attendance link will be closed exactly at 9:39. After that, we will not be having any attendance link, guys. The attendance link will be closed exactly at 9:39. After that, you will not be having the attendance link. Vaishnavi, sir, what you are explaining in this bootcamp is enough for the interview. Vaishnavi, do you really think that that is enough for an interview? Like a particular person who is going for an interview has coded for at least 2 to 3 years, and even if not, if he's doing it daily, then he has coded it for at least 1.5 to 2 years. 7 days of listening to a class for 90 minutes, is that enough for an interview to crack an interview? You answer that question yourself. I don't really think so that I need to point out something that is like of a very easy answer itself. Again, guys, the attendance link will be closed at exactly 9:39. Okay, after that, the attendance link will be closed. Please start filling up the attendance right now. Sir, is there any scope of cybersecurity in India with a higher package? Not right now. Not right now. We are trying to place students in cybersecurity, and I'm telling you guys this, that the average package is around 9 to 12 lakhs per annum. Average package, and that too, like the placement ratio is 80% at max. So companies are not hiring that much in cybersecurity, and even if they're hiring, they want people with a little bit more experience, not freshers. I've also pinned up the attendance link, guys. I've also pinned up the attendance link. Arun, you can just rewind the video and watch the particular video again, the part where I've shown how to access the notes. The notes is there in the description of the video. You guys can go to the description of the video and see the notes right over there. Okay, the attendance link will be closed at exactly 9:39, guys. You don't have a lot of time. Please start filling up the attendance. I provided you guys the attendance in the live chat. Once that is done, I will talk about the books. Which language is best for doing data structures, algorithms, Java or C++? Both are equally good. Both are equally good, but usually I suggest to students that if you're interested in data science, artificial intelligence, machine learning, or something like that, go with C++. But if you're interested in something like web development, app development, backend development, DevOps, cloud computing, then go with Java. That is usually my suggestion, but both of them are equally good. It does not matter. So I had a doubt in the last example, we haven't specified what hero is, like whom are we referring it to? So how is it printed by those names line in line? So the file, if you watch the particular example carefully, we have written for hero in Marvel. What is Marvel? It is the list. What is present inside of Marvel? It is basically the objects, right? So hero takes up each of those objects. Python is just like English. You just read the line carefully, you will understand it. For hero in Marvel, for every hero in Marvel. Okay, it's as simple as that. Okay. Okay, guys. Now, when it comes to books, I'm going to close the attendance right now. The time for the attendance is done. For those who are missing out on the attendance, come to tomorrow's class on time. If you're missing out one of the attendance, we'll still give you guys the certificates. But if you have missed more than one attendance, then we can't help you guys out with the same. In tomorrow's class, within the first 10 to 15 minutes, I'll take up the attendance. If you're not present in the class on time, it is your loss. I can't help you guys about it. Okay. If somebody is saying that it's a traffic error, dude, 1,600 people were live with me. They have filled up the attendance. If there's a traffic error, if you came late in the class and then you realize that the attendance is there and then you start filling it up and then you are getting traffic error, then that is your loss, not mine. Of every people that were live, 5 minutes is more than sufficient, as you are able to see right over here. Okay. So books, right? For your machine learning, there is no machine learning, deep learning. There's only one book that is the best book. First of all, if you're thinking that I'm going to learn programming, I'm going to learn how to build projects, I'm going to learn how to like do machine learning, deep learning from a book, it is not going to happen. It is not going to happen. Books are basically for those people, again, I'm being very frank about it, are for those people who are ready to invest time. They're doing a course, they're doing projects on their own, and then they have time to learn a little bit more, then you go towards books. Books are not your first point of contact to learn a topic. Please try to understand this. Books are not your first point of contact to learn a topic. For example, if you're doing a particular course, you're doing a particular like training or something like that, along with that, you are actually practicing and building your own projects. Okay, you are already investing time in that. And then also you have time. And then also you want to learn a little bit more. You want to go in a little bit more depth. Then you go towards books, otherwise not. Otherwise, you're just wasting your time. Okay, just pretending to learn from books is going to just not help you at all. Not help you at all. Okay, that is just going to make sure that you are not getting any placements at the end of the day. That's it. It's basically a show off and nothing else. I'm being very frank about it, guys. But still, one of the books that I will definitely suggest if you guys have time, if you guys are already building projects, you guys are already invested in the course itself, and still you want to learn a little bit more, then one of the best books that I've seen is let me show it to you guys. This is the book, Hands-on Machine Learning with Scikit-Learn, Keras, and TensorFlow. This is one of the best books. Even I have done the entirety of what I've learned from, like, of course, for me, it was basically my elder brother. He was the one who taught me everything. And then I used to follow up along with my own project that I used to build. And then the only book that I actually invested time and efforts to learn from was Hands-on Machine Learning with Scikit-Learn, Keras, and TensorFlow. This will cover up machine learning and deep learning concepts in a lot of depth for you guys in a very simple manner, along with some particular projects, but nobody does that. Basically, for the theoretical understanding, you will be using this particular book. And the best place to get this book from for free is going to be your pdfdrive.com. Okay, pdfdrive.com, guys. Are you guys able to understand this? Please let me know. as a fresher, should I learn full stack or analytics? If you're from a good college where good placements are there, then go further with data analytics. If you're not from a good college, you don't have good placements in your college, then go further with full stack. That will be my suggestion for you. Okay, so which language is best for data structure algorithms? I've already answered that. Mittal, please pay attention for that. Okay, any language between C++ and Java is absolutely great for you. There's no question right over there. But even if in that you want a preference, so if you're going with data science, you want to build a career in data science, I'll suggest go with C++ for data structures and algorithms. You want to build a field, like if you want to choose the field of full stack development, front end, back end, DevOps, cloud computing, something like that, go further with Java. Okay. Notes link is not working. The link is absolutely working correctly. There's no issues with the notes link. Let me check that out for you guys as well. So this is the notes link right over here. Guys, again, if you guys want to connect with me or Ashish, we are the co-founders of DevTown. You guys can connect with us on Instagram, on LinkedIn. It will be great to talk to you guys. It will be great to connect with you guys as well. So you don't have to worry about that. Okay. And then you're able to see that is the notes link and it's opening up absolutely fine. There's no issues with that. You have to open this up in Google Colab, like I've already explained. If you're thinking that you will be able to access it directly here, sometimes it doesn't work. You have to open it up in Google Colab right there, guys. Okay, go to the day that you want to open it up, copy the link, open it up in Google Colab. I've already explained it. So we'll meet in our tomorrow's class and we'll continue from right over there, guys. It was great meeting guys right over here. Thank you so much. I will meet in our tomorrow's class. Bye bye. Bye bye. Bye bye, guys. Bye bye. Bye.